the University of the Philippines launches a web portal that maps COVID-19 cases nationwide and provides other usable data related to the outbreak. We'll get more details about Ncov.ph from the Executive Director of the UP Resilience Institute, Dr. Mahar Lagmay. Dr. Mahar, magandang gabi sa inyo. Tony Velasquez with Nikki De Guzman.
Magandang gabi, Tony and Nikki. Good evening.
Kamusta ang inyong pagka-quarantine?
Nabuburyong na. Ito, mahirap pala. Pero kapag ganito, maraming pwedeng magawa. Maraming na-accomplish.
And one of these things that you've accomplished is this web portal. Your own people there at the UP Resilience Institute have what you call a COVID-19 pandemic response team. How long have you been working to actually put up this portal?
Well, we received an order from the President of the University of the Philippines. I think that was before the lockdown, to create a pandemic response team for UP. What we did was we tried to mobilize epidemiologists, bioinformatics experts, sociologists, and it's a very, very big pool of experts that we gathered together, coming from not just UP Diliman, but UP Baguio as well, UP Manila, UP Los Baños, UP Mindanao. And we've been meeting online through Zoom. And one of the products that we were able to create was that Ncov.ph site. And the instruction to us was really to do many things. I just like to enumerate these activities that were instructed for us to do.
Okay.
One of which was to develop a web-based decision support system, and that's what you're seeing. Remember that UP has more than 20 campuses, and we have 8 constituent units spread all over the Philippines. And we have a lot of students, we have a lot of faculty members who are also affected by the current crisis. So we wanted to give them a site where they can gather information about the COVID-19 pandemic.
How do you source the data? How do you source the data?
We got a pool of researchers that search the internet and manually put all of this information on a daily basis, including the information that are gathered from the LGUs, as well as the DOH website and other websites from all over the world. There are other things that we are doing as well. We are doing geospatial visualization. We are also trying to model the spread of the COVID virus. We have mathematicians, we have bioinformatics experts from Los Baños and also UP Manila. And we've gathered all of them. We're trying to look at the future scenarios, what to expect of this pandemic. Aside from that, we're also trying to contribute to make drafts, suggestions, to create national policies on what to do to address this problem of ours.
Now, with all the data that you're collating in your web portal, who should make the best use of it, and how should it guide the response of national policy planners to address the COVID crisis?
That's right. Since we launched the Ncov.ph site, I think it gained attention. It got attention of some authorities. And right now, we've been invited to the IATF, Interagency Task Force Technical Working Group on Anticipatory Planning and Forward Planning for government on what to do about the current crisis that we have. We've had 2 meetings already. The other meeting was this afternoon. We presented our models to the technical working group of the IATF. We made suggestions on how to gather data. We created platforms. We have the infrastructure to collect the data at LGU, for each LGU rather, down or drilled down to barangay level. And that's what we really need, because we want to expose the invisible enemy. That unseen foe can be probably exposed by technology.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you say that it can be exposed, does that mean that you can actually help the healthcare workers respond, say, better to areas that have more COVID-19 cases?
So when I see exposed, what we want to do really is to track the occurrences and see how it spreads, where it originated, where it has been spreading, where are the focal points to guard. And we can only do that if we have real-time information. So that is what we're trying to address through technology, trying to crowdsource data and source data at the near real time if possible, because in this war against COVID-19, we really have to be faster than than how COVID-19 works.
First, the ability of health authorities to track down and identify infections is still being held back by the lack of testing kits. We still see the National Institute of Health developed testing kits have yet to be released for use by the accredited laboratories. How much more data do you think you'll get once these testing kits are put to work?
Well, that's the main concern now. We really want to have more tests. In fact, when we launched the Ncov site, one of the main questions was, can we improve the number of tests? We've been looking at the media pulse as well, what people are saying, what the needs of the individuals are. And in the IATF, it was mentioned also that the needs of the individuals actually involve the information drilled down to what we really need to know. And that is data coming from barangays, how many PUIs, PUMs, how many are tested, how many have recovered, and so on and so forth. So we need those data to be able to really model and predict what's going to happen in the future.
All right. Nikki has a question for you, Doc Mahar.
Hello. Good evening, Dr.
Hello,
Mahar.
Nikki.
I took a look at the website earlier, and I saw this tab that says "Is Consult." What's to be found there? I heard that you also offer advices as to how to flatten the curve. Is this it?
Well, those are two separate things. Flatten the curve and that is consult is another thing. It's actually based on the DOH algorithm. It's based on the DOH release of consulting a certain what they call this scenario or a set of rules to follow, so that you would know what to do. We just digitize that. We just
It's
put
more
it
guidelines.
Yes, it is actually a DOH guideline. And if you are able to receive that Apple link where you can self-test and give recommendations, it's not really to replace the official consultation, but rather to give you an idea if you are at high risk or low risk or moderate risk, and whether you need to consult the doctor or not.
All right.
Yeah. Flatten the curve. I'm sorry, I was not able to answer the flatten the curve.
Yeah. So where do we find these advices on how to flatten the curve? Is it somewhere on the website as well?
Well, there are a lot of information there. We also have been doing information campaigns on how to flatten the curve. Of course, this quarantine that we're experiencing now is part of the community effort or the government or the national effort to flatten the curve. The reason being that if you don't move and you don't get that virus transmitted to others, then there will be less people who will be affected by the COVID-19 virus. So if we can flatten the curve or minimize the people who are infected, then the capacity of the hospitals will be able to handle the number of cases of COVID in the Philippines. Yes. Nikki?
All right. Thanks for answering my question.
All right, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you very much, Dr. Marlagmay, and we hope you also keep safe during the quarantine.
Thank you very much. Keep safe.
The Philippine government revises its original plan to provide